Whoa, what's going on, everybody? It's a new day, it's a new deck, and we are already on wave 10. Many people have requested we should play a bit in casual mode, do a deep dive into the strategy, really take our time and grind it down to the higher ranks, and that's what we're gonna do. I can't really promise the higher ranks, but I'm sure we can get a lot of good strategy out of this, a lot of good learning, and thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a great day. Let's make it a bit better with a nice video. We're gonna keep it as short as possible, but it's gonna be a bit longer than the usual one, I'm sure. But that's what you sign up for, right? So let's have a look here. We already have the Scoriox and the Sephorus out. Paired with our Goliath, we have the double Granite, which gives us 4 seconds of invulnerability for those two in the first 4 seconds of the fight. So this makes Goliath definitely our main tank. We're a little bit low on the bulwarks. Actually, there's no more bulwarks left. We have them all out. 1, 2. Goliath and our flare. Our ranger right here is coming in with the air shield, so we at least have 3 bulwarks and they are a little bit tankier than just on their own. Right now we have 6 earth, but actually the 6 earth threshold only buffs nobody, because all our earth units are composites. So the magma, the bloom, the granite, they already get buffed by 5 earths. They don't need 6. 6 will just give them 1 more. So for example, for the granite, they get 3 grit and resolve per earth. With 5 they get 15, with 6 they get 18. Nice math. But yeah, it's not important to hit the 6 threshold. That's just a coincidence. We getting in the Lolura to help with the damage on the Furiox to kill this guy early. We're gonna have our carries on the right side, killing Kuka first, and then refocusing on to who? That's the question now. Our Goliath is the main tank in the front. Who do we want to kill? We definitely want to kill Umbre. He is by far the highest damage threat in the enemy team. And with this positioning, it seems like it's gonna be hard to kill Umbre. So let's redo all of this. We're gonna get out the Lolura because he's not really providing us much. If we have our carries on the left side, they're gonna focus down the Furiox anyway. Especially with the Sephorus in the front, for 4 seconds he won't take damage. So he can tank Furiox on his own and he doesn't need a tank in the front, so we can use Flare somewhere else. We're also gonna put in Kukurov because like this we get 3 air, and this is gonna be huge for our air ranger right here. She's gonna get a lot of dodge chance with the triple air, and yeah, we want her to be way tankier than she is right now, so that's gonna help with this. If we put the Kukurov right here, he's gonna run here and find the Umbre and attack him, and it's gonna take him a while till he casts his Omega, but once Kukurov casts Omega on the Umbre, Umbre is gonna be focused by all the units around him and he's gonna get extra damage. So this is really nice. I think our Ranger is actually gonna tank the Umbre, and now we're gonna do something special. We're gonna switch her armor from Hybrid, which is arguably the best one, to a more... to something that's better against the Umbre. Because the physical armor right here, it got, instead of 10 armor, it got 30 armor. And Umbre is doing mostly AD damage, attack damage, not ability damage. Those are the 2 damage types, right? Ability damage or attack damage. So we're gonna swap it to the physical, where we lose 400 health, but we gain a lot of armor, which is really good versus the Umbre. We're gonna see how that works out. We're also gonna position her to the right of Umbre, so Kukurov can come in and focus him a bit easier. Our Flare right here, he's gonna just deal with Kuka, which will have the effect that as soon as Kuka casts his Omega, everybody here is gonna focus Flare, and that way Flare is gonna take a bit of pressure off Goliath. And other than that, I think we're ready to roll. Let's hit it. By the way, I'm doing a giveaway for 3 coaching sessions on Twitter. So the link for my Twitter is in the description below. All you have to do is comment on the Twitter post and be following on YouTube right here. I'm really excited to get my coaching on the way. I've been for years a coach in real life, so I think I'll be a good coach in the esports scene as well. I've been playing for many years, auto battlers. I've been master in teamfight tactics. It's not the best, but it's not too bad either. It was like 200 LP master. I've been legend in Hearthstone, and I've really focused my... Oh, we won. I really focused my gaming onto those type of games in the last few years, and I think I will be coaching good. I have confidence in my coaching ability. So yeah, if you want to have a coaching session with me, check out the Twitter link. Check out the Twitter giveaway, and I'm stoked for you to join. So, let's assess the enemy board. Who is the biggest threat? What do you think is the biggest threat in the enemy team? Because it might not be what you think it is. Many people would say the Vermilia is the biggest threat. The Assassin, here is one tank, and the rest is supports. Those 4 are supports. We got the Assassin right here and the tank. But actually this tank is so strong, and if we position our units wrong, he's gonna do like triple the amount of the damage of the Vermilia, just because his Omega, if it hits like a few units, is doing so much damage. And also if we get a bit of damage on the Adorius, so he gets free mana, he can heal Titanor again and again, this wouldn't be good. So we're gonna try to focus Adorius not at all, focus Titanor with all our power, and try to kill him before he does too much damage. Also, we're gonna position our carries right here closer to him, because if our carries would be on this side, Titanor would shoot his Omega onto them and they would die. Right now, Titanor will shoot his Omega onto Flare, or onto our Ranger down here, which we're gonna swap back to Hybrid Armor. She's gonna tank the Vermilia. She's really good at tanking Vermilia. That's something to keep in mind. And yeah, Titanor is gonna shoot his Omega to the furthest enemy, which is one of those two. So our 2 carries right here are gonna be safe. We also have 25 mastery points left over. I guess we're gonna sell Kukarov and upgrade to something stronger. I'm really tempted to put in Sinelf just to have the double invokers and to up our damage onto the Titanor. Also, Riplands would be pretty good on the Titanor damage. But I think Sinelf is better in that case. And the reason is, if we put Riplands right here, Kuka right here is probably gonna attack the Riplands, and as soon as Kuka casts her Omega onto the Riplands, he is gonna die instantly, because everybody's gonna focus him and they're gonna do extra damage onto him. So I think we're gonna play it like this. Position Goliath a bit over here, so Adorator is attacking him too. And position this bad boy a little bit down, so Adorius is not attacking Flare. Or do we want Adorius to attack Flare? No. Yeah, no. We want Flare to be alive to eat the Titanor Omega. So maybe if we position him down a bit, Adorius is gonna go onto the Goliath and Flare is gonna stay alive longer. The thing is, if Goliath dies too fast, we're done. Because then everybody's onto our carries. So, alright, let's keep the Flare up there. Because the Goliath, the Titanor Omega can always still go to our Ranger back there. And let's roll it. By the way, I promised you an interview with Caveman today. It's not gonna happen because there's a lot of stuff going on with ACG, which has to be solved first. So the people who have been... Alright, let's check out the game first, then we talk about that. Goliath is still alive. He's gonna cast his Omega now, but he's looking a little bit low. And their Titanor got in a nice heal from the enemy Adorius. So now we need the damage onto Titanor. He's dead. Kuka will follow shortly. And then we're on to the Adorius, which will fall instantly as well. He's probably gonna get a heal from the Adorius right there, and now he's gonna heal himself. We got a heal train going on. Our tank is dead on the Vermilia. She held out for a very long time versus the Vermilia. So that's really good. Vermilia got another heal in, and she's gonna... No, he's not gonna cast onto our Skoriox, so we have this in the pocket. Only 2 assassins left. Wonderful. Gotta practice for hosting some tournaments. Because I want to host tournaments in the future. There is something coming up, but I can't reveal anything yet. But we'll have... I'll let you know as soon as I can. Talking about, I'll let you know as soon as I can, ACG. If you were in ACG, ACG got disbanded. Everybody got kicked, or even the Discord server got deleted. We're not sure about that. But everybody's kicked, and people are like, what the hell, what's going on? So the main part of the core community of ACG is moving on, forming a new group, a new guild together. So that means all the pros, most of the staff, and many of the core community members are moving on into a new guild, and you guys, everybody can join there soon. They just have to figure out some stuff like name and like just the details about the new guild, and then everybody can join. There has been some problems with the leadership in ACG. I've been told that the main leader was very inactive, and now the core contributors, the heart of ACG wants to form their own guild so they have full control over it. And I'm really excited for that, because ACG has been doing so good, and this was all with like having an inactive leader. I'm really excited for what happens when there is the active leader, when there is the leader is the guy who's pushing the stuff. All right, so yeah, stay tuned for that. I'm gonna keep you in the loop, and as soon as possible, I'll invite links to ACG or whatever, however we're gonna do it. As always, like if you stay tuned in the Illuvium Discord, there's the guild recruitment. I'm sure it's gonna pop off there. Cool. Checking out the game. What are we gonna do? Who we need to focus? Biggest threat for sure, Vermilion. We gotta deal with him. We can bring in the Tatupy. I think we don't have much other options if we don't want to sell something. I don't want to sell something yet. We need to tank those two assassins. They can't go into our carries right there, which is kind of a problem. So either we position everybody to the left, and I think that's what we're gonna do, because Vermilion is our highest threat right here. He definitely does the highest damage, and if we don't control him, he's gonna control us. We're gonna go control him with a Goliath. I think that's the guy who will hold out the longest. Our Ranger is doing a good job too, but sometimes she actually stuns Vermilion while he's casting, so that's really good, but sometimes it doesn't work out and she just dies on the first cast. We're gonna go with Goliath for Vermilion. Our range is gonna be the frontline tank for our carries. This little snaily wants to go in there as well. And our flare, just gonna take the two assassins over here. Ranger going a bit more in the middle, so she takes all of those guys. And our flare, hopefully, is gonna spin to win in those two assassins a little bit, damaging them for a good amount. Alright, let's hit it. I got full trust in this setup. First, our units. They're gonna attack one of those smallies, probably the Riptor first. Riptor is gonna die instantly, and then everybody is going to refocus onto the Vermilion, killing him. So that's the basic plan. Not all of them got the message. We have no more tank for our damage dealers. It's not going great, but it's not going bad either. Wow, Goliath coming in with a huge Omega, stunning everybody in the enemy team and actually making this a clutch victory. Damn. Let's look at the Goliath damage. See that? That is 4,000 damage just from one Omega cast. That is insane. And maybe the graphics is bugged, because it is shown as physical damage, which sounds a bit weird, but maybe it's like that. Wow, that was cool. I was sure we gonna lose that, but I don't think C4 and Goliath cast at the same time, like obliterating the whole enemy team. Also, Sinov did a lot of damage in the beginning onto the two assassins. Sorry, dropped my key. I don't know why I'm holding this, but I'm gonna put it away. Alright, we are on to wave 13. There we go, there is a lot of assassins, and we're gonna put our damage dealers right onto their side so we can kill them early. We don't want them to be ramping up or anything like that. Kind of position them like this, position them away from them, like in the top right corner, because there's nobody to attack them. They're safe over there. And even put them further up. Alright, something like this. Our Tatupy has to go. And for her, probably a Kukurov is coming in to give our Ranger the triple air. As we said, the 6 times Earth doesn't help much. Just gives us 1 more Earth. That's it. So having the air would be really nice for our Ranger. So we got 4 assassins here. Then we got 2 tanks and a support. Who tanks who? This is the hardest question as always. I would say Goliath has to tank those guys over here. Kukurov could go in here to cast his Omega onto one of the assassins, making everybody focus the assassins even more. Basically, as soon as Kukurov casts his Omega, everybody's gonna attack that target and it's gonna die instantly because they also do extra damage. So that's really good. Just wanna make sure Ramfi doesn't attack Kukurov right away. So let's position it something like this. And then we got almost too much tanks in front here. Like those two, just for the two enemy tanks and the Fernite. I think we're gonna go with the Flare in the back, holding off the Lulura. Something like this. Alright. What do you guys think? I'm sure you're with me. Let's thinking through once again. Those three assassins gonna go onto the Goliath. I wish we had a seer right there to catch them and spin around into them. But we got the Flare who will just tank the Lulura because he's not so tanky. And our Ranger is gonna tank those two guys. Actually, if we position her like this, both of them will stand like right here. And maybe she can stun both of them with her ability. Our units are gonna they're gonna attack probably the Scarabog first, and as soon as he's dead, they're gonna switch onto the assassins. Maybe even Scarabog is running away from them and then they refocus onto the assassin. I'm really curious how it plays out. Also really curious what Kukurov does. I hope Ramfi doesn't focus him. No, everybody's onto the Goliath. Actually, our Synalf is already onto the assassins, making Ramfi dropping very low, but Ramfi gets out his Omega, hitting Kukurov and the Scarabog. And there comes the Ramp fight Omega, not hitting too many units, just the Goliath. And we got it. It looks really good. Beautiful. Kukurov wasn't able to cast his Omega, but we didn't need it. Kukurov really just was there to give our range a triple air, which is really important for her to get a bit more tanky. Oh, this battlefield looks a bit crooked. Press the spacebar. Point. Back in the middle. Alright, let's also fold down these composites. Get a bit more space in here. The HUD is really big. Now, maybe it would be nice to reduce the HUDs, like to have a HUD scale. To be able to reduce all of this a little bit. Like the effective battlefield is way too small in my opinion. Anyway, let's look at the enemies. We got the Umbre here. Definitely a big threat, as always. TNT right here. There's no real way we can get to him. Assassins can't get really through. We gotta fight our way to him. So who do we want to focus? I think we're all gonna go on the left side again, so just to be able to kill Umbre as fast as possible. We also have 30 gold, so maybe the Kukurov has to go again, or we bring in the Tatopi. I don't want to break up these three main damage dealers, our three main carries right here. They're doing really good job since we put in the Synalf to help. I feel it's really working out with the double Invoker. That's a big damage boost for them. Alright. Who is gonna tank the Umbre? Probably our Ranger once again. Something like this. We're gonna give her the physical shield again. It worked out pretty good last time. Then there's a lot of units left. We need a big tank for that too, so I don't know. What could we afford with the Kukurov? We would have 85 gold. We could get in a Riplands. He's a good off tank. I don't think he can take all of those for too long. Not the Vermilion. We could also get in 2 units, so maybe. There's nothing tanky really, that's our big problem. The Riplands is our tankiest option right now. Adorius is doing a great job off tanking too, but yeah, I guess we need another off tank. There is not much choice. Blair can't take those guys for too long. Actually, we might be able to play it like this. Okay, right now, Ryplans is taking the Adorado. Where is this Cuculus going? Going straight and then probably to the left onto him too. And once Cuculus casts his Omega onto Ryplans, he's dead. So, might not be perfect. But on the other hand, Goliath right here, he can take all of those guys comfortably. So maybe we put in the Flare here as the frontline tank for our carries. And the Ryplans is gonna come in a bit delayed to the party. Being a bit safer, and Goliath is gonna tank the rest. I think that's how we're gonna play it. We could even play it like this. This way our Ryplans would focus the Umbre. Probably the best call right now. And once Umbre is dead, Ryplans is gonna run to the front line, helping with the tanking. And also our ranger is gonna run to the front line. She's gonna survive, because Umbre is gonna die fast enough. Alright, I think that's how we're gonna play it. We position Goliath here, he will actually take almost everybody over there. Alright, let's do it. So, like I said, the goal is to kill Umbre pretty fast. And... oh, he's focusing the Ryplans. That wasn't what we agreed on, but it worked out. Umbre died, he got out a clutch Omega, but it wasn't enough to save the day for the enemy team. They're all almost dead. And we won this round. Sinalf did a beautiful shrimp laser into the whole enemy group. It was really nice position to hit all of the enemies. You can see it on the damage right here. And Goliath also got off a nice Omega. Ryplan's kind of underwhelming performance. Yeah, you really don't want to have too much damage on him. If there's a little bit damage on him, perfect. He's getting extra mana and he's getting... with those extra mana, he gets more casts and he's gonna heal himself more. Like the poison is gonna give him health regeneration. See how much he healed. He healed 770 even though he died so fast. So there you go. Alright. Let's see. Easy target to kill. Riptorus over here. After that it would be probably Seer and then Alfie. We don't want to focus Seer really. He's really hard to get through, especially if there comes in an Adorius heal, which would probably come in by the time we focus Seer. So I don't like the approach from the left side. If we go in through the right, we have some easy kill targets over here, those three. Then we would focus Vermilia next. We would keep Seer and those four guys over this side. But we would have to find some distraction for the Alfie laser. Some little snaily right here in the corner. That's kind of how I would play it. Let's do it. Go here, you go there. Do the old shuffle from left to right. Find a nice line for... the problem is with Sinalf over here, he's gonna cast his Omega onto Adorius, giving him free mana. But I think there's nothing we can do against that. Just make sure that he hits a lot of units in the way, and he's at least hitting Alfie. Which could maybe kill him, combined with some Sephorus and Tattoo Omega damage. Alright, who is occupying the left side? I think it has to be Goliath. I think there's not another choice, and he will hit so many units with his Omega, so that's gonna be very nice. I don't think it's a good idea to put Ryplans versus Vermilia, so we're gonna put our Ranger there. Can't forget to switch back to the hybrid armor. Where is our Flare going? Probably thinking over here. And maybe we're gonna just put Ryplans here, and this time he's just gonna help with the damage on Vermilia, not die. Do it like this. Because now, Vermilia is gonna cast her Omega into this direction, to the left, and we're in no danger that Ryplans is also gonna be attacked by Vermilia's Omega. If we put our Ranger here, Vermilia is gonna maybe attack to the right, gonna cast his Omega to the right, maybe also hitting Ryplans. Alright, I think that's it, that's all. Alfie has a laser only onto a Tatopy, which is super important. This little Alfie can dish out so much damage. 6 empath in the enemy team. Good thing for us, we're killing 2 of them right away. This Arcos should die super fast, yep. And now it's Kuka's turn to die. But not before he casts his Whirlwind. Riptorus is slashing through Vermilia. This is really nice. It looks perfect. Alfie laser going down to our little Tatopy. We have no more tanks left, so this is gonna get really close. Scoriox might be able to carry us through this. It's a 2-on-2 right now. Woo! That's exciting. I love those moments when Scoriox just takes the lead and obliterates 4 units in like 4 seconds. Oh, beautiful. Pretty close, but we are on to wave 16. Pretty excited. Alright. Definitely the highest threat, Scoriox right there. But the only way to get to him would be assassins, but I don't think we want to swap out our carries to be assassins. Like our range carries right there. So maybe we're just gonna swap out Riplands for 1 big carry. You also could get in the Steam. Maybe just put the Rake onto Scoriox, could be enough to kill him with the snaily damage. And then we could also upgrade our Synelf to a Dualef. We don't need Tatopy either, but I feel like Tatopy does a lot of damage for us 30 gold. If we sell Tatopy, we could get in Kukurov, but that's kinda it. I'm really curious if Rake is gonna be able to do serious damage onto Scoriox. And also, if we stay on this side, it's kinda scary to be focusing Adorius. We go to the left side, we gotta get through Goliath, but then it's Adoredo on Scoriox next and Vermilia. So I guess we're gonna position everybody to the left, having way better targets to focus down on this side. Alright. C4 is going on the outside. It's always nice to have your shrimp on the very inside. Where are the assassins? 2 assassins coming in here, coming in hot. Maybe we stay like this and just upgrade Synelf to be a Dualef. We don't really need Steam. Do we want the Riplands? That's the big question. Riplands could be helping with the Vermilia right here. Or he could also be helping with the Goliath damage, which would even be better, I think. Just to be able to kill this Goliath as fast as possible and move on to the high threat targets would be very nice. I think we're gonna keep in Riplands, and now the question is, do we sell Tatopy for Kukurov or do we upgrade Synelf with the 30 mastery points we got left? And I think it's gonna be a Kukurov. Just making our ranger here a bit more tanky with the triple air. Gonna be really nice. We also get 6 Scion off of it. Again, we don't have any Scion units actually, but so the 6 threshold doesn't matter. I explained this earlier, you remember. But yeah, 1 more Scion is a little bit more damage for the Invoker, for the Enchanter, for the Aconite. So that's good. Let's see. Are we good? Can our Flare hold out? Gonna tank. If we put him here, he's gonna tank those 2 supports. It's gonna be fine. Kukurov is gonna run in and probably gonna cast her Omega onto Vermilion, which is a good thing too. So everybody focus Vermilion. I think we're looking good. Oriox is still a bit scary, but I think that's the best positioning we can get for now. Let's do it. See how it goes. I'm excited how this one plays out. Let's see. Let's see how fast we can kill Goliath. And I hope Riplands... No, he's not taking too much damage. Let's see how long our ranger can hold out Is she dodging a lot of attacks? Is she gonna be one-shot by the cast of the Vermilion? No, she's still alive after both of their abilities. So she did a great job tanking Malura and the Vermilia. Our other tanks are dead though, and so now it's down to our damage dealers to make it work. Our Scoriox got focused a little bit too early, and it seems like that's gonna be it. It's pretty close, and yeah, next time I think we can do this. Let's see the statistics real fast. Scoriox, main damage. So maybe putting in the assassin to really kill the enemy Scoriox a bit faster would have been a big call. We will not find out this round, but maybe next round. But for now, that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. I see you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Bye bye.